under pressure. That was never really her thing. It was more like life and other stuff and showing up in her integrity all the time. But she's gonna demonstrate this, and then I'm gonna demonstrate it on her, and then we're gonna do it, okay? But, so, can you tell me about a time riding that, that, you know, you went outside of this and into one of these states of protection? Like a major time, let's use a major.
Okay, I mean, any major, like 5-star cross country day.
Yeah, let's pick one.
It could even be beginner novice, you know, sometimes. Okay, in Kentucky, I remember a while ago, I was so frozen in my body that I couldn't move, so.
Oh, who came up to me yesterday and said they can't feel their legs?
That's
Yeah, this happens to Hannah all the time. Okay, so what was the thing, you know, the ... in the middle that you didn't have capacity for in the beginning?
feeling afraid.
Fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, fear of what do you think?
Fear of letting people down.
Fear of, does anyone have that? Yeah, we've been working on that with Hannah. And then from this fear of not wanting to let people down, then what did your ego do? Did it try to prove, perfect, protect? Protect, yeah. What does your nervous system do? Where does it go?
I go to turtle.
Yeah. Freeze. Yeah, and you tend to even like forget your course.
Well, my brain won't let me go over my course.
Yeah.
Because it's protecting me from forgetting my course while creating the problem.
Yeah, that's such a good point. And this is such a tenet of my work. Anything you avoid, you unconsciously create. So if you're avoiding fear, you're gonna create it. You're gonna create your worst fear because this is a protection. Your nervous system thinks it needs to protect you. So if you're avoiding something, it thinks I need to protect you from that thing. So if you're fearing going cross country, it's like, great, when you think about it, I'm gonna shut you down. Like that makes sense to survive and to evolve, right? It just doesn't make any sense to thrive. So okay, so if you follow your ego spiral, and this, you guys, this is such a, this is such a pattern that I have been able to create this diagram. Everyone does this, everybody's ego does this. So when Hannah started to feel fear, then she started to, number one, protect. And I'm not gonna win any spelling bees, but hopefully I spelled that right.
You got it.
Okay, yes. And then how did your ego argue with reality? Like, I shouldn't be here, I shouldn't go, or the course is too hard, or what did your ego say?
Yeah, you're gonna forget anyways. Why are you even trying to remember everything? Why you're not gonna make it past Fence 2?
Why the fuck are you here?
Don't even get on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So
Don't pick up the trot.
Yeah.
No.
So it started to tell her you shouldn't be here. You're gonna fail. So it started to argue with reality because was she there? Yes. Okay. And then number 3, how did it start to judge others? Like maybe they're better than you, or how did your ego start to compare?
Well, I would watch everyone else actually warming up for me.
Like how do you do that?
How did I get here? They're so good. They can warm up and I can't move.
Yeah, so it just started to compare. Okay, and then number 4, how did it start judging yourself?
Well, just that I shouldn't be there.
And why shouldn't you be there?
Because I'm not good enough.
That's what all egos will offer you. The basis of all of this is I'm not enough. Does that sound familiar? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So it'll say I'm not enough. And then we start to believe it. But is that actually true, or is it a reflection of this? Because that's a pretty good trump card to tell you you're not enough, right? Because if you don't think you're not enough, then you won't grow, you won't put yourself in the unfamiliar, you'll stay small, you'll stay exactly how you are. So it's pretty smart, right? For your ego to be like, hey, trump card, you're not enough. And then you're like, definitely not enough. I'll turtle, I'll stay exactly where I am. I will not move forward, right? And then Hannah, what did you do? So, I didn't draw the whole thing, but you spiraled, right? And what did you do when you were starting to spiral at the time?
Well, I would try to go to sleep. I would hide.
You avoid.
Yeah, I would hide.
Yeah, hide, avoid. When this starts to happen, what do you try to do with this Yeah, internalize it. Good. Internalize it. And another thing, what do you do?
I just go over and over things in my head.
Yeah, you try to perfect.
Same thoughts over and over in different directions.
Yeah, inspired. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Great.
So what gets you over the line to feel like you are enough? Because
Wow.
the scores come in.
Stay tuned.
The scores come in, and you're enough. But sometimes I feel like I'm still like, I shouldn't be here. Like it's imposter syndrome.
You shouldn't be
so
here.
How do you get past the block even after you get the score?
Oh, well, yes, I do. Yeah, but right now what I'm trying to do is build how you guys don't know how to deal with this. Does anybody know how to move past this? No, so that means you get stuck in a state of safety or protection? Protection. Can you do anything good there? No, no. Okay, this is where the magic happens. And this is so paradoxical to anything you might have ever heard before, but this is the secret to fucking anything, you guys. It is the secret, it is your ticket to freedom. If you can master this, you can master anything because you know how to stay here. This is where growth happens. These are not where growth happens. So if you can master this, you can do anything. You have to feel this. You have, repeat it. What do you have to do?
Feel it.
One more time. What do you have to do?
Feel it.
Feel it. Because the second oh no, I have fear. No, I'm supposed to be brave. No, this isn't supposed to be here. No, I'm prepared. No, I'm meant to be here. We start affirmation, lipstick on a pig. It doesn't work because that's avoidance. And what is this for? Avoidance. So literally everything we have ever learned about how to deal with emotions, mindset, literally causes us to be here. We have to what? Feel it. And then it's your direct path. You get directly out of this ego spiral and back to safety. Where your ego doesn't tell you you're not enough. It doesn't even say that. It doesn't do that. It knows you're enough. It knows you're I am. And then it gets to be productive. It gets to solve the right questions. Am I enough is the dumbest question. But we all do it. We all do it because of our nervous system. But what a waste of our energy and our time. Am I enough? I don't know. Who's deciding? But what's the real question? How can I remember my cross-country course? How can I start warming up? Those are the problems to solve. Am I enough? No. But eventually you have to be able to sit with, maybe I'm not, because then you'll feel the opposite. This is the paradox of transformation. If you want to feel brave, you have to feel fear. If you want to feel enough, you have to sit with the part of you that doesn't feel enough and stop trying to earn it on the outside. Because has it ever been enough? No. Have you ever been able to run far enough out of this? Have you ever been able to play a song enough times to get fully out of this? No. Or eat, or drink, or smoke weed, or do any of the, or shop? Have you ever done it enough to fully get outside of it? No. So it's in the last place you will look. It's in feeling it. Yes. Now, and I'm going to walk through. No, you're going to feel it.
You're gonna feel it. Here I am. I'm ready.
But before we even go this, why is it so hard to feel?
Embarrassing?
Embarrassing, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's embarrassing because you don't want to admit that you have those feelings. Maybe.
Or like bursting into tears.
Yeah. Why is it so hard to feel? Why do you think that's the last place we would ever turn towards? It's uncomfortable. Yes. And what happens? Think back to your childhood, which is again why we have to heal. When you fell down and you start to cry, what would your parents tell you? You're okay. No, you're okay. And that's so innocent. They don't want you crying. It's not like your parents are, it's my personal thought that you never blame your parents, but you do have to understand how this, like you wouldn't get a horse and not know its background. You know, if an amateur brought up your horse, there's a lot of repatterning versus if Boyd or Hannah brought up your horse, they would just be like getting on with it, right? So it's not to blame them, but you have to understand why you are the way you are, and you are the way you are for a very good reason. And so you don't feel because it's uncomfortable and because we've been trained not to. And even like, you know, think about back to all your coaches, you know, you're like walking the course and you're like, I'm scared. Like, no, don't be scared. You're not scared, you're brave. We've done this at home, you know, all of these like things or mindset work or things which actually just is avoidance, which actually just deepens the pattern. So we've just been trained wrong. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna walk Hannah through this and then we're gonna do this. Because do you guys know what your ... is? Like what would bring this up? Can you think of that? Yes or no? You guys are giving me very good signals. I know.
There's like 50 little words flying through my brain.
Okay, yeah. Well, whatever's the most present. I mean, I think you guys should think about making a mistake in front of Peter or Boyd or Silva, you know? Wouldn't that kind of trigger you? Wouldn't that pull up you're not enough? Wonder if like you came in the arena and Peter was like, get out. Wouldn't that trigger something inside of you? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there we go.
We didn't think of that.
Well, it doesn't matter because I know how to get out of it. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, I'm fine triggering you because then you can learn how to get out of triggers. Okay, bring up something. You want to do Kentucky? When was this? Was it with William? Of course. Okay.
Harbor pilot.
All right.
Bringing out the triggers.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do, what I'm gonna have Hannah do is visualize being back in that place where the trigger happened. And then, do you guys, like even when I said, you know, get out of the arena, did you start to feel something? Yeah, where did you guys feel activation? Was it your throat, your chest? Yeah, you guys get that? You? Yeah, okay. So she's just gonna close her eyes, so don't make her feel weird.
I don't care. I can feel weird.
Yeah, there you go! That's what this work
I'm
is.
pretty weird.
Okay.
All right.
So bring yourself back to that place and just take a second. Allow your mind to bring up that mental image of just being scared and your brain not letting you know the course, whatever that was. And then tell me when you have the activation.
Yeah, I feel it.
Where do you feel?
Like right here.
Good.
Coming up.
Coming.
Like tightening.
Good. And how intense would you say it is?
I can make it like a 6 probably.
Wow, good. Yeah. And if not, if Hannah didn't speak, but if that energy spoke, what would it say?
Don't even get on. This is a terrible idea. Why do you keep doing this to yourself? You're never gonna do well if you finish it all.
And so just taking a breath there. So just asking this part of you, like what's it trying to protect you from feeling?
Like a failure.
Like a failure, yeah. And is Hannah willing to just to feel that?
I can feel that.
You, yeah. So just take a couple of breaths here and bring all of your focus to the sensation. And just allow it to be there. Don't try to control it, don't try to get rid of it. Just bring your entire focus there and be like, yeah, I have this fear and I'm okay. I can be with this. I don't have to run from this. I don't have to believe this. I can just be with this. So take another breath. Good. And on your next exhale, just like open your shoulders, drop your shoulders. Try to soften the muscles in your face. Yeah. And what are you noticing? What's happening?
It's actually subsiding. It's kind of coming out of my hands almost.
Good. Just stay here another 30 seconds. Just keep breathing, keep allowing. And guys, it's not about the breath. It's because she's being present with it. She's not running. Because how you get to the green is connection. She's just saying, hey, this is fine. There's nothing to avoid. And then your breath will change. Your breath will shift. It's not about manipulating the breath. And now what are you noticing?
Feeling good. Iron Man hands. Feels very powerful.
Yeah, we always do this.
I'm like,
That's okay.
Okay.
I'm not. Thanks, Taylor. So now, wait, take a breath. And what would you say what's the overall sense now? What's the energy like? What would you name it with an I am?
I feel okay. Ready.
Ready, good. And just visualize riding from this place.
Yeah, I can actually imagine riding.
Yeah.
I can be with my horse and be okay with whatever happens.
Yeah. So this